You see, like you and I are always here first, and we're always waiting for the other guys to get here.
And I'm like literally being chased onto the set.
New setup. What's up, folks? Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here first.
We on?
Who's here?
Yeah, we on.
Yeah,
We on. We're live.
on.
What's up, guys?
We're live on the camera.
Everyone's like, why did you just go ahead and
Rockin' holiday party, guys.
yeah.
Look how we tuned in.
That's
Why
how
do I
it
sound
sounds.
the creepiest
That's how it
thing?
sounds.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Pre-holiday rush. You guys ready to get started? Did you make
Yeah, sure.
Something separate here, Kev?
Y'all finished all y'all Christmas shopping, man?
I did, actually. It's a holiday one, though. I don't know if that's
Oh yeah.
you know?
Has everybody finished their Christmas shopping?
No.
No. You a last minute guy like me?
This
I'm
is
just hoping some of the stuff I pay for comes in the mail.
this is your song too.
It's my number one. It makes me cry one time a year. I haven't done it yet.
All right, let's get started. See if we can get started with the show and get some cheers out of this guy. I love AGH.
They're happy tears.
What's up? Let's go. Here we go.
I'm the far end of that shot.
You're good. You're good.
This is a terrible angle for me.
No, I disagree. I don't know the answer, but you can't possibly sound bad. I'm gonna give you live feedback. AGH, I want to know exactly which angle is Kevin's best throughout the show.
For God's sake, it's Christmas, man.
I'm just vamping while I get this going. All right, and here we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Tuesday night. On behalf of First Amendment Sports, I'm Ken Marangolo. He's Darren McClinton.
Hey, I feel good tonight, man. I just got a haircut earlier today. Got a nice shape up.
Nice.
My car radio is locked in on 97.1, which plays all holiday music all day long. My daughter did it before I commute to
That's
school.
what I love. I'm the exact same
So
way.
I'm just locked in.
He's Tim Strachan.
Now, I'm not going to be the Grinch, which I know I'm going to be accused of at least.
You're a
I think
mean one.
The over-under is 2.5 on BB called the Grinch tonight. Happy holidays, everybody.
He's Kevin Ricca.
You said that with a half-ass grin.
See?
Also, I didn't say anything about the Grinch, but Darren, I would like to, from now on, especially during the holiday season, get my haircuts where you get yours, because it seems like it was a ton of fun. Because apparently I'm the only one that got the memo that the holiday party tonight here was here. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just give me that address whenever you get a chance.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Thank God it's Tuesday, season 1, episode 4, our office holiday party. Nothing gets a holiday office party started like some Redskins talk. We're going to try not to ruin the holiday office party. Welcome to all our good friends over at Hogs Haven, and appreciate everybody for coming through the six-pack this week and ending up in the basement on Tuesday night. 3 and 11, okay? We're just going to get right to the optics.
Yay, holiday!
The optics of 3 and 11.
Great band.
Bing Crosby can't really polish that turd, but it's so official. You're so officially bad.
Don't talk about Bing like that,
At
dude.
311, you're
Seriously.
so officially terrible. I mean, it becomes like a non-factor.
Why do I feel like we're less terrible at 3 and 11 than we were in September?
This is true.
We are better.
We're
We're better.
I know, but 3 and 11 is so
There was
gross.
many bright spots in the game. There was many bright spots in the
Damn
game.
right.
I actually watched this game
Nice, dude.
almost all the way to the end. Almost all the way to the end.
Then
Really
the
embracing the-
and the ADD
the
just
show.
kicked right in. It did.
No, he had no cash on it, or else he'd have seen it till the third commercial after the ending.
Eric Anderson, good
No,
evening, sir.
there were some bright spots.
All right. Well,
Yes.
we all bright spots. I would even argue just bright storylines at this point in the season. Let's talk a little bit about that. But all I want to say is watching the game. It's so much different. The difference between because in September you actually still weren't 3 and 11 yet. I guess that's the only real difference between then and now. We're still not great on third downs. Still making stupid penalties. But the cool thing is, like, I think the difference, like, the play calling now officially fits, like, where we are as an organization. Like, the vanilla, block your guy, let's try to get the 3 or 4 yards when we can with an old school Hall of Fame running back.
The building blocks.
Yeah.
We're using them to get through this season.
It's a smarter brand of terrible, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is.
It's fundamental football.
Yes.
And we're
Yeah.
becoming the victim of some bad calls also. Like losing teams get these calls, like roughing the passer when that really was not a
He tackled his ass.
right.
What
with
else
his
can
shoulder,
you do?
not his head, with his shoulder. They said he hit him low.
Yeah.
Or
Because that's how gravity works.
Tackled him in the butt.
But he tackled his ass.
Yeah.
Right, and
Honestly,
it's,
if you're
you know-
looking for a point of reference as to where to tackle, sorry if I'm yelling. This microphone.
No,
gets me
no,
excited.
you're fine.
But yeah, no, you're right, Darren. What could he? Honestly, we always say this, and we always have these. We've all watched football for so long.
Yeah.
We don't. I don't understand.
that was
I'm like,
textbook. And you saw his reaction. He threw his hands up. He said, "What did I do wrong?" But what you did wrong is you're playing for a 3-10 football team, and 3-10 football teams don't get the benefit of the doubt from the refs.
No, and I'm not even expecting it. Like I'm there on Sunday to enjoy myself, to watch some good football. I hate the Eagles, and it was actually a contest in the sense that it wasn't decided until late. I appreciated all of it. I loved all of it. I loved. Let's for a second. Let's maybe venture into Dwayne Haskins looked good Boulevard, and Terry McLaurin looks like a freaking legit
Yeah.
NFL player.
Haskins to McLaurin to the house.
It's fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of the
You've
house,
seen Dwayne grow from just the last 3 games, without a doubt.
If you haven't, you don't want to.
Right. Absolutely. And none of us sat here and said he was going to be a Pro Bowler from day one, right? He's got a lot to learn, a lot of experience. He's got to get under his belt, but to show that progress in a short span of time is telling.
hey, Kev, you said
Nailed it.
an Ohio State quarterback to an Ohio State receiver to the house.
Yeah.
What about a special guest we had in the house?
The coach. All right. So wait, before we get there, because let's carve that out for 1 second, because I do want to talk about a couple more things that happened on the field before we get to that. And I want Saul to ring in.
And I have nothing to carve with, so you're safe.
Oh no, I those cleavers. You keep them on your side of the thing here.
Oh my gosh. Do we have an HR department?
And you know what? 99% of HR
I see
issues
no
are
mistletoe.
office holiday parties. It's fertile.
I'll tell you what,
fertile ground.
I had a
once
game plan.
again, Adrian Peterson, the ultimate professional.
Dude.
He keeps his legs moving after contact. He gets yards after he gets hit.
If he wants to play again
He's-
next year, he should
No
absolutely
hu-
be.
He
no
defies
human- no
time.
human
How
his
old is
age.
this guy?
With his injuries,
He's 75
his
years old.
age
He's ageless.
should be able to jump cut in the hole like he does.
3,000
The way
carries.
He redirects. Sometimes it frustrates you because you always thought north south north. He is, but he's
On a
also
reconstructed
when
knee,
he
by the
gets
way.
there too.
And doing it for a 3-11
Come on,
team.
man. How
Yeah.
does this
This
guy
late in the
jump cut in
season.
the hole like this
Right.
and get yards for this team? How has he done it? Like,
It's
forget
his
about being
will,
a
it's his
fan.
heart, it's his
He's-
determination. He's not
He's a
letting.
bad man.
He is.
He is.
He is. He's not letting
He's a bad man.
the losing record, everything that's being said around the organization. He's not letting that, define him and his season and the way he plays and how hard he plays.
Oh, no.
Every snap,
Yeah.
He was born to
whether
do
it's
this.
a block or whether it's him involved.
And the thing about
His leadership.
also, we've had the opportunity now over the course of 4 years of gathering in the basement to talk about the experience of being a Washington Redskins fan over the years. We have these guys who come here now. This is 2 full seasons it'll be for Adrian Peterson in burgundy and gold. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I understand he spent 10 years in Minnesota, which for some reason I don't even think people understand. It was a full 10 years.
Yeah.
Our field ruined it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our field ruined it. But we've gotten guys over the years, running backs on terrible teams. We've loved these people. We're talking about your Terry Allens, your Ernest Byners.
Another double ACL, Terry Allen, right and left before he got here.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
John Riggins came from the Jets, obviously, but he spent his best years here. But I just think this is a guy we can appreciate the way Redskins fans appreciate running backs. He's at that level. That's why I would love to see him come back for that third year in Washington. I mean, if it's his last year, at this point in time, in my opinion, if he's playing football in the NFL, it should be for the Washington Redskins from here on out. It shouldn't cost a ton of money ever, and you should never not want him on your team.
You're right, and I think a lot of fans in this area echo that because he's going to go into the Hall as a Minnesota Viking, but his time here in Washington has just been a testament to the ultimate professional, the ultimate teammate. Like you said, the leadership. You know, we've made an effort to bring Geis along, and he could have been like, hold on, I'm still here.
Yep.
You know, but he's been
Many have.
He's been right.
Under contract in 2020 for $2.25 million, confirmed. So
He's just been
here.
great, you know, for his time here, and I do hope he continues to play for the Redskins.
And how about the fact that we weren't anticipating him having this role either year?
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
And instead,
He
we've
was
gotten
like,
it.
he was
the
kind of like,
production.
oh, this is great to have a guy like this last year, and then he
We-
does what he does, and then this year we weren't even.
We got the production and the mentorship
Worried
all
when he
in
gonna be
one
here.
big package. He's the gift that keeps on
Healthy
giving,
scratch
man.
first
But
game.
if you can remember when we first got him, all of the hype was what kind of impeccable shape he was in when he first came in.
That's
You
why
know?
Doug signed him before he told old Brucey boy.
Yeah, he's a
loved it.
specimen. You
Yep.
know, he's
Well,
a specimen.
He's just. I think he's worked his way in. I mean, he's an all-time great, and he's wearing burgundy and gold. I just think that everyone should just appreciate that. As long as we get a chance to watch a guy. I mean, he's a first ballot.
We're
going
going to
to
get
the
a tip
Hall.
of the cap.
Yeah.
Again, we're going to get the, and we've earned it because he did.
Yeah,
Because he did this.
We got a little bit. He's got a little bit of us in him now, and that's we apologize for
It's
that.
a far
obviously,
cry from the Deion Sanders Hall of Fame wearing burgundy gold era.
but Deion's totally different. Deion dodged Schottenheimer, came back to play for the Ravens. I believe Schottenheimer initially tried to block him with a waiver pick, the way that the Chiefs blocked the Ravens this past week. But ultimately, he did play for that Ravens
And
defense.
T definitely tried to start that snowball fight.
Yes, you
It's
did.
going to be a tough one.
Wouldn't have been the first time.
Well, who
know,
knows? We
I know.
may get a nice shout out at his Hall of Fame speech. Just the way Burrow did Ohio State as well as
I respect nothing less.
I was proud of that
LSU.
young guy.
Right? How about that speech?
I say young guy, but how about this? He's going to be he's the Heisman Trophy winner. And who's the NFL MVP going to be? Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrows is 23. Lamar's 22.
Crazy.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
Oh man.
Different story.
Joe Burrow.
Merry Christmas,
Joe
Baltimore.
Burrow's been in college for about what seems like 8 years now.
He's like, how old was Chris
But
Good.
God
Winkie?
bless the way
Good.
he's done it.
How old was
though.
Chris Winkie when he came into the league? Wasn't
he
he
was
like
26.
38 years old?
No, he
No,
played
26.
seven,
He was 26.
7 years of minor league
Yeah.
baseball.
Played minor league baseball.
Yeah.
That's right.
He did.
Redskins have pieces in place that are going to be fun to watch on defense. We called the name Cole Holcomb again. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to say he's first team or second team All Pro.
He was around a lot.
He's making plays.
He was around
that's
a
fun.
lot.
Yes, he was. And I think an off-season, a good off-season move in the in the draft or free agency in the secondary, minus Josh Norman plus what? I don't know. We have some linebackers. I mean, Ryan Anderson, I think I didn't mention him in the six-pack, but he played halfway decently.
Hasn't he finally been
Yes.
making people
Yes.
say,
Everybody's acknowledging
this is who we
now.
thought
a
that
second
this
round
guy was?
Our second round linebacker pick. He's playing like that. I think. I think he got whored by the refs on that hit on Carson Wentz. Definitely not a
AGH brought
penalty.
that up earlier. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But again, you're 3-11. I didn't even blame the ref. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it. Of course.
Oh, when Monte tried to take Ertz out,
It wasn't even that bad, but it was bad enough.
In this day and age, it was bad.
I thought he was gonna get arrested.
But in the old school, it was all right.
It was pretty late.
They got no receivers. If I can knock Ertz out,
But it wasn't even a good hit. So my whole problem was it
No, but
was, it was
the
so
leverage.
late.
Tells me that might have
I
been
know.
It wasn't even- it was-
retribution for something earlier.
Ertz made it look. He had the soccer flop.
Ertz
He
doesn't-
learned from his wife.
He's got some personality now.
Oh, yeah.
I think he can talk a little bit.
He got hurt for a second. He got the
Yes,
wind
he
knocked
did.
out of him.
But it wasn't.
Yes,
he was
did.
embarrassed for a
People
second.
were-
For as cheap a shot as it was, I would have
Surprised
liked
he
to
came
see
back.
it be better.
No, that's the cheapest cheap shot
I know.
these days.
He got he made change on that cheap shot. I was like,
Or
what-
hitting a
how is that
quarterback
possible?
like 3.3 inches out of bounds. That's it. That's the cheapest shot you can get anymore.
I mean, it was super cheap.
They don't have
only 15
There's
yards.
no more crackbacks, so you don't get to see that.
Didn't
That's
count
done.
against him for ejection purposes.
I know, but so what's the cheapest shot we're ever going to see? What's going to happen?
I think you should at least get your first strike on that penalty.
D
You're going to
lineman,
make the play.
Who's the D lineman that had all the quarterback's numbers written on his towel, and he had them all crossed out, and then he picked up, like the Magic Man, Don Mikowski, like 3 seconds after, his body slammed him, broke his shoulder, and then crossed him out on the towel.
You're going
he got
deep into NFL
He got suspended
films
for like
here.
5 seconds. But that happened.
Was that the Gastineau?
I wanted to think it was Gastineau, but I think it was after. He was a little shook up by then. Brigitte Nielsen and Rocky both married Gastineau's wife. Who was it? I already said it.
Bosworth?
Jones.
No, yeah.
Ken, what'd you think about the Redskins'
Good
performance?
subject change there. Nice.
About it,
About the Redskins' performance.
Okay.
Philly was a team that was coming in here. They've got a huge game next week. They could have been looking past the Redskins already,
Yep.
going to that, the head up.
They have to
matchup
win.
with the Cowboys.
They had to
but
win.
They had to win this game.
Yep. And the
They
Cowboys
had to.
have to win. Again. What I think about the Redskins' performance, Darren, I think that they're the best 3-win team in the league. I think clearly, and I just. They should have won the game. I mean, at the end of the day, and it's maybe you could call it a knock on the Eagles or a plus in the Redskins. The Redskins should have won the game. That's so the fact that they're where they are as a team is they're still losing games they should win, and that's not to say anything about how good the Redskins are.
I never once thought they should win the game.
And during that game, it was like, okay, the Redskins should be winning this game. They should be winning this game. They gave up. I was talking to my boy earlier today. We were going through the first drive or two. They gave up 3 straight third downs on the first drive of the game. They did hold on 3rd and goal to force the field goal. But once again, the Washington Redskins are one of the worst third down teams in the universe, and you're never, ever going to have a chance to win a lot of games.
So he shouldn't have won the game.
Well, no, but that's how bad the Eagles were. The Eagles are going to get all this credit for being in position to go to the playoffs now. They're going to get
They're doing it
stomped.
with smoke and mirrors right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
winning games that they should not be winning. That is true.
They're doing it with schedule in the NFL, which is
Yeah.
what it's going to be.
And so
They'll get
someone's
exposed.
asking about
And
where
mostly
we are
because of injuries.
in the draft right now. I
The
mean,
Redskins are making
4th.
plays with
Fourth,
young
yeah.
players, though. You got to remember
This is
that.
true.
Absolutely.
These are,
These are
Absolutely.
the bright spots.
so
You
Darren,
have
remains to
young
be seen
guys.
if they're the
It's
right young
foundation
guys.
of the program.
right? A young
We'll see.
receiving core,
Yep.
Oh,
young
all of them.
quarterback,
Love all of them.
young linebackers, young playmakers.
Yep. I'm drafting a running back somewhere between. First of all, I'm drafting a running back in the 3rd or 4th round because I think
Bryce
Bryce Love's coming back.
I like
Peterson's
Bryce
coming
Love.
back, and
Love's
Geis
gonna
is
be
coming
there.
back.
I think Bryce Love is
Bryce Love
going to
is
be a
our
huge
draft
story.
pick. We're not drafting any more running backs.
No, we're
I
not.
want to because I think Chris Thompson's gone. And
Of course he's gone. That's Bryce Love's job.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying.
Right.
I think we need to be in the business of developing. I don't care if it's the
We
seventh
are.
round.
Bryce
Lineman.
Love. We're
Seventh
developing
round.
him. That's why we
Lineman.
took him in the 4th.
Lineman.
You
I'll
can't just
take
poo on
lineman.
last year's draft.
No.
More
I'm not
linemen.
pooing on any draft.
No, but we
Kevin,
knew
I'm
we got
saying
him that this was
lineman.
our only chance, though.
My
Lineman.
draft philosophy. I think we have 10, 11 picks. I would be willing to bring in an athlete running back in those 10 or 11 picks. I don't care if he's Mr. Irrelevant. I want to be drafting an offensive lineman every single year. I want to be drafting
Lineman.
obviously
Lineman.
a wide receiver, running back.
More linemen.
We're gonna get linemen. By the way, Wes Martin looked great, filling in for Brandon Sheriff. Again, not penciling him in for Honolulu at this point in time, but he looked great, and he's a rookie, and so
Can you
that's
pencil
also
me
great.
in? I'd like to go.
You know who looked like poop? Again, unfortunately, Morgan Moses. What's going on?
He's the only big contract guy that's definitely not going to be gone next year.
He's going to be back. I hope he comes back and has a great year. I always hear him getting called for holding.
I also just heard you call him for poop.
poop.
I think
Very
I think
recently.
he's been a poopy performance.
Poopy performance.
Tell us how you really feel.
Poopy
Sorry.
player.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Poopy.
So Morgan Moses is some poop.
He's some poop.
Well, he's going to have to fix that. 'cause
I mean,
he's,
I do.
He's not going anywhere.
No, and he has the ability to be a good right tackle. That's not to be honest. Like the T strategy, I'm drafting a guy who can play tackle in the league, and I don't think it's a far cry for an athletic tackle to come in and be able to take Morgan Moses' job next year.
It's the contract that's the
I was
problem.
Of
gonna
course.
say, it's a lot of
Of course.
money.
but we got to make it work because we can't draft his replacement because of that reason, and we have a lot of other holes. We have to actually put guys on the field to play. So I understand all this. I do. But I think that now we're going to more organizational discussion and the optics of Urban Meyer in the box, talking to Alex Smith. Before that, the launch T, I'll give you first crack, but just to say that conspiracy theorists out there.
Before we get to the conspiracy,
I just want to set up the Alex Smith part because Alex Smith has been rumored to be a confidant of Dan Snyder's at this point, and the thinking is he's here to stay.
Confidant?
Yes, a confidant.
That's some shit. I didn't read that today.
Yeah, that's why you come to the basement.
Some
And so,
KGB type stuff.
The idea that he's here to stay in a front office role in some capacity is real and probable. So anyways,
the word is he was just here because Urban Meyer also is being consulted, not a part of the search.
Yep.
That is the rumor.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Why is the biggest butthole in the world being consulted by us?
The biggest butthole in the world?
He might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
enough.
Did you measure it?
He's gross.
Okay, wait.
He's super gross.
Hold
That's
on.
weird.
Super gross.
That's a different show.
All right, go.
Yeah, right?
Sorry.
It's on Thursday.
Sorry.
So that being said, I mean, yeah, it was the optics of it were strange. But if he was like really in the search, do you think it would be that prevalent? Do you think they'd make it that prevalent?
If you're going to get Urban Meyer, if Urban Meyer wants to coach in the league, he's going to be he's starting to be courted right now. And we're not
Like
the only ones
that?
doing it. Sure. Why not? Everyone knows he's
he's
going to
sought
coach the league
after
next year.
by what? Numerous clubs.
Yeah,
though.
and it's no secret. And he'll go wherever he wants. Whatever he'll be one of the guys who can pick his spot. For better or for worse, I like Sally Jenkins'
I didn't
take.
buy into it all.
So
I just didn't.
see, hey, listen, the Redskins are terrible at they've always like to put a shine on it. They're terrible at the whole we have a chance at this guy game. If we want to, I don't know if this is where you want to go.
A chance at this guy?
No, he's not. Why would in the world would anyone come here? He has a chance to be a great
So,
NFL
hold on,
coach.
but here's the deal. What they're talking about is him being more of a front office executive, not a coach.
I think
That's
he wants to coach.
Well-
but I think you're right, Kev. I mean, that's the kind of things people are talking
first
about.
of all, he's every one of his concepts since he's been a college coach has nothing that relates to the NFL. He understands how to win the game.
Yeah.
He understands how to beat his rival, which he's done everywhere. He understands how to do anything to win because ask Janoris Jenkins. He said a year after he got kicked out of the Florida program after Muschamp was
Are
like,
you
"Beat
hiding
it, dude."
behind this?
I don't know, but I feel like I have to. That's all I know is this.
I feel
Janoris
like
Jenkins said,
I feel like you're telling me a secret.
It's keeping him up.
if Coach
straight.
Meyer was still, oh really? Oh, that's where you're going there, Mr. Sober, at the holiday party? Nice sweater though. I'm glad you were festive. Help me out here. Will Muschamp kicked Janoris Jenkins off the team. Janoris Jenkins said, "Man, if Coach Meyer was here, I'd still be on the team because he knows what it takes to win." Like, really? Aaron Hernandez Bible study? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, this is the guy we're all fighting over, but the understanding is that he's going to be in the front office.
Yeah. Okay.
And what we need is both. But would you rather? Who's Urban Meyer going to answer to in the front office? I think it would be Urban Meyer in the front office with Alex Smith as like a liaison type thing.
Absolutely.
And then all those
Also a
guys would pick
possibility.
the coach.
I think the
But-
Urban Meyer story is Urban. So the thought about
Oh, you want the Urban Meyer story? Well, that's going to take 35 to
35
He
45
does
seconds.
have the health
The whole
problems.
idea is that
the health problems are real too.
Yeah, but they're talking about the last year off has solved some of that.
That's what- yeah, I guess.
But the
Hold
only
on.
chance the Redskins have at an Urban Meyer is to give him lock and key under contract. Like Snyder's going to have to do something he's never done before. It's going to have to be, total handed over situation, and then he still might not take that
to a
gig from us.
gigantic dirt bag.
His
That's
whole,
what we're going to do?
his
We're
whole
going to
thing-
fire Jack
Yeah.
the Ripper? We're going to bring in Satan?
And that's
what are we doing
That's what they
here?
were talking about giving Mike Tomlin too. But when everyone was talking about the Mike Tomlin stuff, that's exactly the same kind of thing that Dan Snyder was talking about giving Mike Tomlin was keys to the whole thing.
Urban Meyer just effed up everything. Urban Meyer had 41 dudes in one class go to jail within the calendar year, in the 2008 class where Tebow had a statue that went to jail.
It looks like you're talking
41 dudes. I know, behind bars. That's why I'm done with this Urban Meyer conversation. Because wherever he goes, everyone gets arrested right away. Lickety split. Ohio State, Florida.
All right.
Aaron Hernandez. I'm just saying.
You know what?
He was like Tim Tebow. Everyone was like, wait a minute.
I'll play team anti-Urban. I got no affiliation
But
or
why
love
would
for
we?
Urban.
If we're going to change the culture and fire Bruce Allen and bring in like someone can just slime right on in down the same road that guy slimed in on, like. We're
Based
just
on what
greasing roads in Northern Virginia.
Based on what the way Worsk is describing it, though, he sounds ideal for Snyder. Unfortunately for you.
Oh, here's the problem, and I knew you would ask this.
Yes.
He is not a drinker. He does
No.
not drink. He's a Bible
No.
thumper. And Daniel Snyder is not going to sit there and make decisions with someone who doesn't even have a few drinks with him. It's going to be so boring for Daniel Snyder.
There'll be like
What
a
else can he
designated
do?
drinker. They'll find somebody. Someone
gonna have to.
Maybe that's what Matthew
designated
McConaughey or someone like.
So Urban Meyer's like, got a guy?
Urban Meyer has a guy.
Oh.
But right now it comes in
Problem
and just
solved.
pounds Evan Williams with Serrato and Snyder, because I'm convinced Serrato's just chilling in that office still. I know it's true. You'll never convince me otherwise. I will say I think what we're seeing is what the Redskins understand they have to do to make a change like they need. Urban Meyer, we can argue, is not the right guy, but for them to get a guy that's worthy of the job that we need, he has to get the keys to the whole place, total control. Snyder's never done it, and the only way you're going to get a guy, even remotely, like for Mike Tomlin, Urban Meyer, anybody who's going to be worthy of that position, they're not going to come to Washington without something that's ironclad that says, I get all the say. They get to pick which options in the soda machine.
What gives Urban Meyer the ability to say that?
That's what's freaking me out, T. Because the last time Urban Meyer came to town, Anthony McFarland from DeMatha ran for 298 yards on him.
I mean,
That's the last time run defense came to town,
He's a
coached by Urban
fantastic
Meyer.
college football coach.
Huh?
What makes him a front office GM type in the NFL?
That's fine, T. A fine argument. I think we're all coming around to agreement on the Urban Meyer thing because I don't want to give him that deal either.
I don't think Kevin's on any level with you on the Urban Meyer.
I am.
No,
Okay, you are.
If we
All right.
if
but
we
someone's
hire
going to give him that
Urban
deal.
Meyer,
T. Someone's going to give him that deal.
yeah, not us. Hope to God it's not us.
Someone's going to give him that deal.
Urban Meyer's done nothing but he's always like so. What's the word? He's always like so flimsy and like matters of like being like strong. He's always like, I did not know that this happened to the assistant coach. No, the wife told your wife everything for 3 years. We have proof.
We need Mike Hunter.
What?
That should be our head coach. That should be our team president.
I would vote for him for any name something. I wouldn't vote for him for.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mike Hunter was on our show earlier.
Yeah, he.
For those of you who
head coach, Friendship
wondering.
Collegiate, class of '95, Gonzaga High School. Look him up. Watch our show.
99 Catholic University.
On our channel. Click on this logo. Subscribe for free.
Yep.
And you'll be invited to all of our office holiday parties. I think, guys, so Urban Meyer's going to get that deal from somebody, whether it's us or not, who remains to be seen.
How?
Well, but just because if he puts his hat in the ring, he becomes a super hot girl to dance. And
Why?
Because he's Urban Meyer.
I've been Frank Meyer.
I'm just
His middle
saying.
name is Frank.
Wait for it.
If you're going to be a
It's
Frank,
happening.
make your first name Frank, because that's cool, not Urban.
I know.
I'm done.
Alex Smith, by the way,
That's all I had to say about that.
Is here to stay. I believe in
And
that.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that too. I like Alex Smith. My problem is I'm concerned about him because he got one of the worst possible things that could happen to you on the football field as our quarterback, and being our general manager, that's liable to get you killed. I mean, spiral fracture. He might just need to cut there and call it a day, and be thankful that that's all he's leaving this town with. Because if he steps into that Bruce Allen, Vinny Serrato chair, it gets real.
That's an awful chair.
But how can
It's an awful chair.
How can not? He has to do better because he's a decent human being.
I know. Greg Martin does not want Alex Smith anywhere near this front office. I'll ask you.
He also said Urban Meyer is a used car salesman. In 2 years, will be stuck driving Alfred Morse's Mazda.
I understand. So Smith needs to go.
So Urban.
Who are
And
you
he'll have
hiring?
health issues.
Who are you hiring, Greg? For your
Eastern Motors.
and really that Darren, you got a guy you want?
Urban Meyer just told us. Urban Meyer would be perfect for Eastern Motors.
Eastern Motors.
That's true. Can't argue.
Good job, your credit.
Yeah.
Best jersey at a FedEx Field event was Kevin Ewald's number 36 Enforcer Sean Taylor
Enforcer.
Eastern Motors
Yeah.
jersey. He bought like the yellow jersey from the same company that made him because the Eastern Motors wouldn't make it for him, so he made it himself. And it was the best jersey. Everybody in the stadium knew exactly what it was. It said 36 Enforcer. Everyone knew that was Sean Taylor's Eastern Motors jersey.
Yeah, that's a strong pull.
Number one, Kevin, if you can find that jersey, I will frame it and add it to the wall, which it will
would
sit
be
next to
perfect.
Sean Taylor's other jersey.
Come
which
on,
is
Ewald.
tonight's show icon, Darren, the Sean Taylor Pro Bowl jersey worn by Chris Cooley. Game worn. Outbid Clinton Portis, who I feel bad now that I did that, given the things that have gone down for CP. 26 in the last 48, 72.
Yeah, don't focus on that.
Yeah, we
Just
won't.
focus
We'll
on
pass.
Urban Meyer is a gigantic
All right.
dirtbag.
All right, so let's
He's a huge dirtbag.
Let's transition to the holiday season aspect of the show.
Nice.
And I want to ask Darren this, and I'll ask anyone who's typing along with us tonight. Your all-time favorite Christmas present that you got before the age of 14. Everyone here gets a shot
Mine's
at
very
it.
easy.
Okay, then you get to go first. If yours is very easy.
I got a Nintendo, and I couldn't have been more thrilled. It was not in the cards from how my dad and mom described. They sold me a bill of false goods.
Not gonna happen this year, son.
But I also got like 10 games. Like it wasn't just.
Oh.
I got crushed because they just told everyone else. I got the Nintendo, so every present I got on the circuit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like
Yes.
it was like
brilliant.
going to like it was like
Nintendo
brilliant.
was the stuff.
oh god, it was my oh wow.
Never got a Nintendo. I bought my first Nintendo from Michael McQueenie in the locker room deal at McNamara after school. He's selling his Nintendo.
Are you sure that was a Nintendo?
Oh, it was. And he came back later week and he was like, "Yo, my mom's like so mad. She's I wasn't allowed to sell that Nintendo. I bought it for $85 with 2 games." And I was like, "Mike, I'm like
deal's
80
a
hours
deal.
into this into Legend of Zelda. You know, I'm playing like Super Mario. It's like my mom's gonna kill me. He
Kev,
sold his
tell me
Nintendo.
this.
Guess what? And that Nintendo is right over there behind that like box right there. And I'll gladly sell it back to you for
You defended it
$85,
with your
Michael
life.
McQueenie.
Kev, did you have a trick for when your Nintendo cartridge didn't work?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, but it was also like no, everyone knew the undo it, but it was the blow, and for Tyson, you had to put it in to the point where the end of the cartridge could barely click.
It was
down.
all about where it
Instead
was.
of pushing it in,
No,
it
yeah.
had to be like the click click.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And it would hit that right nice, but every now and then, Super Macho Man, you'd be giving him the business, and it'd freeze up. And you were like, no.
Sometimes you had to stick a second cartridge on top of the one that was already in. Hold it down.
I've seen that for Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers.
Eric
Yeah.
Anderson wanted the Reebok pumps. He got the LA Gear pumps. And he said his mom was so disappointed, knew how disappointed he was that Foot Locker opened the next morning and he got the Reebok pumps. It returned the LA Gear pumps.
LA Gear
It's the
pump.
best return. The LA Gear. Do
you remember the
they
LA
the whole
Gear
time?
Kareem
The
commercial?
light came off the whole time.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had an LA Gear commercial.
Yes, he did.
Oh my
I
goodness.
can almost remember it.
Sometimes he's sitting on the bench in the locker room and he's like, sometimes it's just you and your shoes, and he tapped the tongue of the shoe. Unbelievable. That's gonna make some kids go out and get some LA Gears. Come on, man.
Retro.
All right, we're going down the line this way.
Yeah,
Are you
we
saying
got
your own?
No, what do you got?
Mine, when I think of being a kid and the best present, it wasn't like this fancy, it wasn't anything you plugged in. It was the first like spanking brand new bike, dirt bike. It was like at about 8 years old or something like that. And it was something that wasn't wrapped. So you still were like, I mean, just the it's like a vision ingrained in my head. I just think of that, when I think of kid presents when I was a kid, that was it. Seeing that brand, like it was almost like it sparkled when you walked around the corner.
Were most of your gifts
It
wrapped?
was magical.
Magical.
Were most of your gifts wrapped?
Yes, and I have this debate with my wife every year
Because if you
because
don't,
mine were always wrapped except for that one. Because you can't wrap a bike.
Exactly. So if you're used to getting wrapped gifts,
Yep.
if there's something that pops up Christmas morning that's not wrapped, you know it's special.
Yes.
Yeah. It's usually
I think
like
that's
buried in the
that's
back.
my point.
You know it's special.
And you go to it for, and they're like, no, save that one for. Open some other presents first before you get to that one.
It's torture.
What do you got?
Mine is what I can remember, a combination set. It was a Nerf combination set. It was a Nerf basketball hoop and a Nerf football. Right? So I always had a dog growing up, and I had to get all the use out of my Nerf football before the dog started to chew chunks out of
Yeah,
it.
of course.
But I remember me and Juice, we used to use the wire hanger, and we'd make a basketball hoop out of a wire hanger and slam it into the closet door. So, and we'd use a sock. We roll up a pair of socks for now, and that was our
That was your
basketball.
ball.
By
Yeah.
any means,
So-
man.
The
Right.
Nerf.
So our imagination was off the chain.
Yeah.
Like I remember he could do the announcer for the Celtics. He had the same voice, all of that. So it was always Celtics versus the Sixers, and then the Lakers versus whoever's. But then it was always Celtics and Lakers in the finals. So that was our thing, right? But it was a makeshift basket. So when we got that Nerf actual thing, it had the metal thing that you hook over top of the
Oh,
door.
yeah.
Oh, we were in business because it had a backboard.
So you had to be super hot from the outside to beat
Oh,
Juice in order.
That's where the touch came from.
Because he wasn't going to let you. There was no way you were winning a physical inside the paint game.
No. I was
No, but
strictly
Juice wouldn't
outside.
go straight big man. Juice would get you Cedric Maxwell, 1981 MVP in the finals style. Mad Max. He'd go nuts. Teach his brother how to
absolutely.
dive on the floor for a loose ball.
Cornbread
Forget about that
Maxwell.
little, yes. Forget about that little, listen, I feel like Juice did the hanger and you were getting the socks. Like he was like, boom, boom, yeah. And then,
Teamwork.
then you got the absolute shit kicked out of you. Physically in
Absolutely.
the bedroom.
Yeah.
And taught how to dive on a loose ball, play D, man up, get a board. But you definitely had to learn
Make
how
some
to hit that
contact.
deep,
Play
deep
with contact.
J.
Yeah.
But with contact. Yeah.
No, I remember
How could
that
you have
like
a
it was
better
yesterday.
basketball big brother than Juice?
I don't know.
It's pretty
You're pretty lucky.
pretty tough one.
So mine was a Nerf combination. All right. And if you can throw a perfect spiral with a Nerf football, you can throw.
You had an understanding of spiral.
Had to.
If you could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the 3/4 Dan Marino that really got it going.
That was either two or
did
three
that.
fingers to really get the Nerf spiral
You
good.
had to go up the Nerf.
Yeah.
I like to hold the nose of the Nerf and let it go. Some people like to hold the middle.
A 2-finger on the
Yeah,
end.
man.
You know what was messed up though? Before we go on
Yeah.
about the Nerf football,
What do you got?
you'd have a Nerf game going on, and you'd forget to bring the ball inside, and then it rained,
Waterlogged.
and then Unbelievable.
Ruined it.
ruined it.
Yep.
Ruined it. Because when it air dried, it was like a
Hard on the
like a
outside.
pretzel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
Like
then
crumbled
then
out.
it sung like a whistle. It just wasn't a Nerf anymore. It had hard edges.
Yeah.
If it hit you right here in the face, it was a cut. It was like
Absolutely.
all right. We
You
had 20
remember
of
that?
them. 10 of them were in the garage drying out like
You
cigar.
remember.
Oh, we had
Yeah.
to. I was the oldest, so I wanted to throw it to everybody. And yes, it had to be a Nerf. But when they made the little turbo, I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember the turbo. Oh, they cut through the wind. That was just a spiral off like a 4-year-old's like cheekbone.
Oh, yeah.
A dry winter, a waterlogged X Nerf, that would rip a gash.
We would duct tape the waterlog.
And
Nerf
that wasn't
footballs.
wrapped, by the way. That gift, that combination,
Yeah,
Nerf
yeah.
combination, wasn't
Never
wrapped.
wrapped. No. Okay. Oh, it was not wrapped. Okay.
It was not wrapped.
I got you.
It's from
We
Santa
would duct
Claus,
tape,
that's
and
why.
then we
I
had to
think my
play
mother
a
was
baseball
lazy.
game.
No, it's from
with
Santa
it.
Claus. That's why.
Yeah,
The Santa Claus.
we taped
gifts.
our bats and had to tape the balls once they fell apart. But
Yep. Well, the Nerf football went from football to up against the house baseball, which was a game we taped up a Nerf football that had been left out in the rain, and we had taped up a Nerf or a wiffle ball bat, and we played a game where you had to hit it. It was like up against the house. The first story was a single, second story
right,
was
exactly.
a double.
That's
Over
exactly
the roof
what
was
we
a home
did.
run.
Everyone knew the rules.
Yeah, I mean, and it was hard. And then you had to run bases. It wasn't just a hitting game like we play these days.
Unbelievable.
And you get
But you
beamed.
can
If
throw
you
the
got
ball.
beamed, yeah, if you
hit
got
'em
beamed
with
by
a
that thing,
dodgeball, right.
forget about
So
it.
they can hit like a inside the Parker, and you could
That's
rifle
right.
one like before they rounded third. You could angle it towards
That's
home.
right.
And
Eric
the whiff
Anderson.
could bring it in and like whiff off the back, and it'd be over.
Eric Anderson
Such
broke
terrible calls.
Eric Anderson broke his pinky on a Nerf Whistler football.
The Whistler.
Yeah, the Whistler. Ken, did you go?
I have to say, I got a K2 football from Joe Theismann. I mean, it was said
It was
to Ken.
from Joe?
Well, under the
Was
tree.
he dressed as Santa?
No, and it wasn't. I believe Santa Claus made that happen, but I forget what I was, 7 or 8 years old, and that was wrapped, and it did say, to Kenny from Joe Theismann. We used to get a lot of presents from celebrities. I'm not sure. We apparently knew a lot of people as a kid, but that was awesome, and then that K2 had a very long life.
What did Bo Derek get you?
Bo Derek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did she get me?
Sorry.
A signed
Sorry to interrupt.
poster?
Go back to the K2. I apologize.
Yes, sorry.
They're both exciting.
It was a perfect 10. And I would also say that my Optimus Prime Transformer was
That was a
1B.
huge era. That was a huge era.
We didn't get Transformers.
I
We didn't get like whatever the hottest toy it was that year. Like
I always
that
got
wasn't
the
happening.
knockoff.
Yeah, always the knockoff.
Yeah.
But my dad was like,
The guy
They were
that-
dinosaurs.
The guy that
Somehow-
turned
They
into
were
a
dinosaurs.
rock or something,
Yeah,
you know.
it was a dinosaur.
didn't even know
No,
what he
but
was
my guy
doing.
said rock.
Just randomly bought two Transformers. No idea what he was doing or how. And then my brother and I opened them up. Oh my gosh, Optimus Prime. That's didn't get any bigger than that.
Live tree or artificial?
Live tree.
Always live tree.
My uncle always brought one by when we were young. My grandmother always had one of each. I've always gotten one live tree.
I'm always
All
live,
live?
but I'm
Still
starting
live.
to appreciate the idea of
Still
what
live.
fake brings.
Never had a live tree in my
I
house.
love live.
Not growing up and not my house now. Never, always
We're
artificial.
gonna get you a live tree next year.
Color lights or white lights?
I don't give a shit, but what my wife does, white lights, so I'm all in on just one
It-
color lights.
We're
Growing up, my grandma had tinsel in every color.
colored lights, blinking if possible, but I compromised, and we have no blinking. We have 5 strings of colored lights upstairs. and
Blinking's
it's
for crazy
awesome.
people
I know. I love it, but
because you
it's-
want to go crazier.
But Megan, Saint Megan said no blinkers. But I think the white lights are just a little boring. It's just like it's not.
all of it's weird.
Outdoor
Yeah.
lights?
Yes.
Outdoor lights. So you,
Yeah.
you all did decorations outside in
Yes.
the bushes?
You never seen tea on the roof? It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Kensington Fire, shout out. Appreciate the volunteer
Not a
squad.
doubt. That dad from
Reese's
Gonzaga, whose
I
name
thought
we
I just
don't know.
I thought I just penguin
too?
slid off the
Lights
eave.
outside, decorations outside?
Lights. Megan does a setup outside with some lights and some bushes.
Oh, Megan gets up on the ladder. Megan
yeah.
and T, the only two MFers I know in Kensington.
Megan actually fireman carries me up the ladder,
It's like, get
'Cause
to
she-
work.
she
I'll be
knows
back
when
up in
I'll-
2 hours when you're finished
Yeah.
with lighting this whole roof.
and she puts the lights up and drags me along to hold the slack.
Over one shoulder while she's nailing in the thing all the way down the line.
This guy has ruined so many people's Christmases over the years. He doesn't remember. We snuck out one night. He gave her like a one stomp on one light for every bush.
Oh God, why are you gonna
All the
bring
bushes
this
in
up?
Gaithersburg were unlit.
Great.
Your
The
me
statute of
blood.
limitations may not be over on that crime. Okay.
It's true.
I
Hey, there's
did-
a lot
I
of
denoted it at
disclosures.
75 years. Yes.
Probably people. We have to. If you're watching or listening, we have a non-disclosure agreement we'd like you to sign. It involves all stories regarding stomping of Christmas lights.
I thought we were going to take lick'em sticks and some big league chew and like walk
Fun
around
dip.
a minute.
Fun dip over lick'em
You
sticks.
know, T's doing like off the top
Fun dip all
rope.
day.
All right.
Candy in the stocking. Was candy a big stocking stuffer? We were always candy in the stocking.
Smarties. Like
Pez.
my mom will get me like a deodorant in 5th grade. Like
Yeah, it was more
Old
socks,
Spice. I got
deodorant
Old
type
Spice in my sock
stuff.
every year.
You probably
Old
need
And I got
Spice.
gum.
Old Spice
Gum.
cologne
Gum.
aftershave.
Church socks.
Just gum.
I got
in
socks.
the stocking, church socks.
Socks and underwear were in my stocking as well. But just church socks, not like the.
Well, when I was coming up, Sunday school socks. That's what I called them. Sunday school socks.
What color were they?
Basic gold toe, brown, and black.
The basic goal toe is all I needed to hear.
By the way,
They touch how to put them on correctly.
one of our that's the second time I heard Bo Derek mention it. I don't know the Bo Derek reference. Did I make the Bo Derek reference?
You did. You were being weird about something with Bo Derek, and I was like, take it easy.
Bo
It's okay.
Derek?
It's okay to be weird with Bo Derek, though.
Okay. I didn't recall
That's
that.
perfectly acceptable.
But it happened apparently.
No, I said something weird. And then
compared
you
to the
said
other people you've been
10,
weird about
the
and
movie.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Derek's okay.
Greg brought up the flag football. So we have to do this because we used to do this in the old days on Hawks Haven. I want to bring it back. This off season, at some point we'll pick a time and we'll take whatever roster the Redskins have and we do a flag football draft. So you have to draft a flag football team, and it's pretty serious. It's seven men. You have to.
Are you serious,
draft a
Clark?
team. Oh, I am, and it gets over the years. It's actually been some of our best interactive posts on Hogs Haven over the years, and as referenced by the Pat White reference, who was my starting flag football quarterback for my Redskins Hogs Haven flag football team, and we were undefeated.
But none of this shit exists, right?
Oh no, it's real, Kevin. It's real.
No, but no one plays.
No, we don't keep stats or anything. It's just a one-time we draft a team, and then the debate rages for centuries as to how terrible
That sounds
your team was.
horrible.
Well, you're doing it, Mister. Yeah, sorry,
you're
Greg.
doing it.
Yeah, Greg, it's your fault, buddy. It is your
Scrooge.
fault.
Ebenezer.
We ran out of Christmas music on your mix.
Oh, it was a long mix.
We'll go back to being.
It's only 10:39.
Yeah.
This holiday party hasn't even started yet. Unfortunately, he never came. He went to one earlier. You've been warming up a little bit.
We
Can
are
I get
going.
you some eggnog?
Yes, I would like a double shot. That was actually one of my next questions. Does anyone drink
Never touched my lips
eggnog?
ever.
Do you drink eggnog?
Yes.
The spiked kind or just the normal kind?
Spiked.
I didn't realize.
Dutchman. It's called Dutchman.
Yeah.
Dutchman Farms or something.
I've been
like that.
buying the Dutchman Farms, and
Yes.
Evan Williams makes one also.
Straight Dutchman.
No, how do you drink it? Do you get a
Your
couple ice?
allegiance in the eggnog game is to Dutchman Farm, straight up.
Yeah,
Like,
No, and sometimes I might top it off with a little cognac.
but do you put on ice, right? You don't just
hold
drink
on,
like
hold on a second.
room temperature eggnog.
First of all, you just named the two grossest drinks that have ever touched my lips as partners
No.
in the holiday game
Yeah.
in your world.
I mean,
So
once I
you
heard
might hit
nog, I was like,
A little
There's
cognac.
some Cascades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That's amazing to me because I will drink anything, Darren. I despise eggnog.
So,
I'm not a big cognac
how do
guy.
I mean, on ice, none for you, none for you.
never
I
even
will
tried
try.
it. Never
Yeah.
tried
I
it.
keep trying. It's
I'll
so
try anything.
gross.
I've never
It's
tried it.
It's the nutmeg that gets me right away. Then the thickness of something going like,
Well,
all right, if it's going in this gross, it is not leaving quietly.
oh, thank you.
This is the rule of thumb.
I think that the Evan Williams brand of spiked eggnog is worth a glass of with some ice. So
I'm gonna have to try it.
yeah, I highly recommend it. Kevin, what's the Christmas movie that you have gone the longest without seeing that but that you wish you hadn't gone so long without seeing?
It's Christmas Vacation.
You haven't seen it yet this season?
Because I've had kids. I haven't seen it this season.
Yeah.
I watched it by myself last season with my kids, partially the year before.
Yep.
I've gotten away from it.
This was year one of
and I
Christmas
adore it.
Vacation
I do.
in the
I'm
house.
just not. I'm not the junkie into it. I love it.
Okay.
And I've seen all the rest this year. I miss it. It's
I
fun.
watched it last night.
Darren? What's the
Christmas Story for me.
you haven't? When's the last time you saw it?
It's been quite a while.
Like 3-4 years.
More than that.
But that, see,
It used to be every year for me.
yeah. But you need to take a break. Some movies you need to take a break from. For me, it's White Christmas with our main man Bing, and but I'm hoping to change that because it's been 2 years since I saw it. And for me, that's too much.
No,
Thank
my-
you, sir. What about you, T?
My staple
Yeah. Well, no. What's the one you haven't that you love that you haven't seen?
that you haven't seen in a
Like the
while.
long, you're trying to get back to it somehow. some way.
I'm pretty good at hitting them all. Pretty good at it.
Is Die Hard on your list?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Yes.
And we've done this. We don't need to replay. We've actually
No,
done
we
this.
But
don't.
you really
times.
call it a Christmas?
It came out in
movie?
June.
It's not really a
understand.
Came out
Christmas
in
movie.
It's a
June.
Christmas movie.
It came out
It's
in
not a
June.
Christmas movie.
I disagree.
Came out in June.
But I understand. And we will fight to the
It was
death on it.
Christmas. It came out in June.
It puts me in a Christmas state of mind, especially during the Christmas season. But really, any time of year when I watch it, because I'm like, wait, Christmas.
Yippee-ki-yay.
D,
You're allowed to say it, guys.
what's the? Yeah, but I mean, come on.
I was hoping you would.
you got?
Wild man.
Sports and Christmas. I feel like
NBA lineup.
I want to get. That's kind of how I want to get out on tonight. Is we're gonna head into a Christmas day. I think the NBA has officially taken it over. I mean, in a major way. I mean, the NFL has had some Christmases, but on a Wednesday, I don't think that. I think the NBA is going to give us what we're going to get, and I like that. I think over the years the NBA has done a good job of claiming Christmas, in a way like the NFL has claimed, Thanksgiving.
You got some bowl games on Christmas, right?
But it's still an NBA day.
Maybe that
But there's some
night.
smaller bowl. Some of the smaller bowls.
None of the big ones.
Like the.
I don't think it's actually.
All right, so at some point, you will have the D-bag bowl will be on. It would be live out of somewhere in a small town.
Urban
somewhere.
Meyer would be there to be like the official celebrity guest.
Marshall of the
He
parade.
only shows up at the humongous D-bag bowl. Forgot to tell you that earlier. Because if he comes to DC,
That's with
everyone's
the
going to talk
capital
about
H.
him all week for 1 week. And
George
we're all going to say,
Sprague.
we're going to have to do this for 5 years.
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna say the NBA lineup. They've for the past few years they've expanded it to about 6 games, isn't it? Over
It's 6.
2 different networks.
Yep.
yes,
Good matchups.
and staggered all throughout the course of your viewership.
It's smart. I mean, they have literally claimed Christmas.
Commandeered it.
Yep. The NBA has.
I remember
and I'm
a few
good
years
with
ago the Wizards made it to Christmas.
Wizards
They
and
did.
Celtics
John
played
Wall.
Actually, they
Celtics,
would.
yeah.
Didn't they?
Multiple years.
Were they? Yeah, they were there 2 years in a row.
against
Was
the
it 2
Celtics.
years?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
that ain't gonna happen this year.
Once upon a time, that was a big time matchup.
They won't get one of
Yeah.
their 30 wins on Christmas this year.
You know.
Oh, now you're at 30.
I'm going.
Ante up, bitch. It's Christmas.
Where did he start? Where was?
I said
what was
30
his-
to 35, leaning towards 35.
40. You are
Never 500. Never
You were
500.
I know.
Never
40 and 42 is
Okay,
below
fair enough,
500.
fair enough, fair enough.
So
And you were like,
is this going to be the first year in a long time that the primetime game does not involve Golden State Warriors?
how
It
could
would be the first.
So
year.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
I know. It's
Wow.
Are
weird
they
to
the
me.
worst team in basketball right now?
Well,
Yes.
Are they still
re-
part of the
yes.
lineup?
I don't know.
Because they didn't know that Curry wasn't going to be.
Steve Kerr's got his work cut out for him to
Wow.
close out this. This might. I'm wondering. He still hasn't ever coached in an NBA season where he didn't coach in the NBA Finals. Just saying, that's still true to this point.
I believe they're last
Yeah,
They are.
in everything. Oh,
In everything.
They
that's
are.
called like that's a brick wall. If you've never been out of the NBA Finals and this is the year that, whew, that's just like a crazy
but
turnaround.
the Wizards are first in a lot of offensive
Yeah.
stuff.
They're fun to watch.
And they're last at everything.
Yeah.
Stop saying they're fun to watch.
I like watching them.
I know, but I'm saying 133 points is cool, but to average, give it like when you show up in DC, they're like on the road. They average giving up 122. What do you think you're going to get tonight, Ken? Darren? What are you going for? T?
Mahimi
At that
is,
point, I have to be like, I'm going to get 23
I'm-
assists.
Mahimi's
Have
the biggest
at it,
reason
boys.
why I'm kind of tuning out. I mean, I'm not a big Mahimi guy.
Yeah, but he's not doing anything bad by showing back up for the last
He
5 games.
unexcites me. He unexcites
He's been
me.
unexciting ever since he got here.
I know. I'm
Hold
unexcited
on.
by him.
So all this is happening.
When
we
was it
get
ever
another
exciting?
rebounder back, and you're like, oh,
I just don't. I don't like him. I don't think he makes ours better.
because he's
To
not
the
mean
tune
and
of
weird.
17 mil per year.
Oh yeah,
he's so knock
yeah.
me.
He's got the best
So
job in
knock me.
town.
He's not athletic.
I'm so
My
unexcited.
favorite thing to do is call my dad and tell him who makes 17 million in the NBA.
Everyone.
And see if he knows one name, and then the one name he knows, he howls like I'm like Mason Plumlee. He's like, what? How? I'm like, yeah, it's so fun to be like, it's the market, Dad. It's the
Yeah.
Never mind, I have to go. This is a weird conversation because it's weird.
AGH is a Bill Murray guy. Greg Martin's a Simpsons guy. They do have the Simpsons marathon going.
Scrooged is one thing I haven't seen in too long. Sorry.
That's up there for me too. But I think I actually get it. I actually will. That'll be one that I'll watch during the year. I'll mix in some Scrooge to stay in the holiday spirit. That's on my regimen.
Are you having or going to a Christmas party this year?
Yeah, I think so. We're not having any parties.
But you're going
because
to.
we're traveling for Christmas. So I'll be up in my in-laws.
Do you own an ugly Christmas sweater?
I don't. But I have clothes that people don't want to see me in. So man, I don't know if
Yeah?
they're probably.
Yeah.
I want to always see you in clothes, no matter how ugly they may be.
Sure. I got a couple. I got a
Please.
couple of situations to rock.
Christmas Day,
We'll
are you a
make that
pajama
known.
guy?
I got a Christmas Day plan. This
Hold
year.
on. Hold on. You guys got pajamas?
You a pajama guy on Christmas?
I got it.
45-year-old pajamas?
with the pooper flags.
I got a
bet.
Christmas Day plan this year that involves something. But I'll tell you,
I'm pajamas all day Christmas Day.
pajama me
All
up.
right, if you mean like some sweatpants and a t-shirt, I'm cool with that. But you have matching PJs, like
You actually.
Oh, you
like,
don't think he
it
does
said
that matching
pajamas
PJs?
on the tag?
what do they say on
They're
them?
probably silk. They're silk, aren't they?
Velvet.
Plaid.
Wait, that's plaid.
Top
is a,
and bottom, or is it a
it's
onesie,
finish.
Darren?
Talking
Is
about
it a
material.
damn onesie?
No.
It's a onesie?
No.
Do you wear a
Trap
cap?
door?
Do you wear a cap with a
No,
long?
no.
Okay.
But if my daughter wants me to do it, I'll do it.
You have
Well,
the
that's
matching
different.
shirt and pants.
What's your slipper game?
That's different.
I got these little.
Yeah,
what
if
are
you're
they
the
called?
kid, yeah, can't make fun of the kid.
I know.
What are they
It's getting
called?
fun there for a second.
The. What are those little cushiony? You know what they're isotoners.
You got some isotoner slippers.
Isotoners, yeah.
I think if you're gonna rock pajamas, you better rock a solid slipper game. And so slipper game.
You'll
isotoners
never
are
see
good.
a picture, Kev. Don't worry. You'll never see a picture of me. In,
I don't.
Oh,
I
that's
don't.
not
in my
true.
plaid PJs
I never
and my
anticipated
isotoner
it,
slippers.
but I can't get that thought out of my head real quick. What do you got? Like, I feel like you have like a smoker's jacket and like a hot cocoa with like extra marshmallow coming off the top. Fireplace.
Number one on your Christmas list this year.
Compressions underneath. My mother-in-law comes over. I gotta make sure, I'm all good in my PJs.
All right. What do you at? What's your number one big ask this year for Santa Claus? Everyone gets this one. We'll go out on that.
My Vapor Max. Vapor Max. There's some Nikes. I gotta make
Is
sure.
that what Kane was rocking?
Yes.
You want the same colors as he got?
No, I'm gonna get all different kind of colorways. I'm gonna get
All right.
about 2-3 pair of Vapor Max.
Okay.
Gotta make sure I'm on
They're not
point.
that, what, like what, 85, 90 bucks, something like that?
No.
75? 35?
No.
2 for 15?
They're an expensive shoe.
Yeah, I got you. They look comfortable, though.
They are. Very.
The way Kane was talking about them, though, in my mind, I was like, wait, they're just the things that are between the ground and your foot, right? I mean, what are we talking about here? What's going on?
Yeah.
He was like Eugene Levy in the original Vacation, just selling that family truckster, and I was like, whoa, Sean, hook me up, give me a dozen pairs. What are you asking Santa Claus for this year?
I haven't asked Santa Claus for much
Come on.
over the years.
What do you got?
I don't really ask. Like, what do I ask for Christmas?
Is there like a gadget, a gizmo?
I haven't asked for something for Christmas in 14,
It was
15
last time I
years.
wore PJs.
And I asked for T to get some PJs.
I mean,
as a good friend because he didn't have any.
figuratively, what are
He
you
didn't have
asking
any
Santa
PJs.
for?
Oh man, like a Bruce Allen replacement would be nice.
All right.
Ask for
Is
that.
it like a Miracle on 34th Street kind of ask?
I know
but
that's
I
too
like
much
it.
to ask, and it's it'll be a dream, and I'll wake up. But I'm asking that.
You can take that one for the team. That's great. And then I can ask for a toy instead.
Am I supposed to be doing this for the team?
No, well, no. It's you're
Because I just got T some new PJs.
yeah. You're taking
Darren
one for the team.
already has some PJs.
All right, Kevin just asked for a replacement for Bruce Allen. And
You have
and team-
gross PJs,
team
from what I
PJs.
understand.
I don't have PJs. I just wear my normal
asking
clothes to
for,
bed.
T?
I'm in the same boat. I don't really ask for. I would like for my wife and children to have a wonderful Christmas. That would be
All
a
right.
wonderful
All
present.
right. But when you-
if it
there's
had
no
to be
commercial of
material,
something, yeah,
if
material
it had to
could
be
be
material,
material.
honestly, it could also disappoint you. Can I replace everything in my life that's broken? Like,
Yes.
can I just get a new one of those?
A new one of those.
Everything?
Yeah,
that would be
sounds
wonderful.
great.
Because that's a lot.
I want that too.
I think I want Disney
And
Plus.
and a pony.
I think Disney. I'm asking
Disney
Santa for
Plus
Disney,
sounds
for
great.
Disney Plus. I've been thinking
You
a
don't
lot
have
about
Disney
it.
Plus?
No, I'm like you guys. I want world peace and the end of children in poverty. I mean,
but
for
you gotta
God's
have-
sake, where
you
does
gotta
this show
have
all
Disney
about?
Plus, dude. It's
I
like
know.
$12 a month.
But I think I'm going to step
I
it
don't
up.
have Disney Plus.
You don't have Disney Plus?
No.
It's like $12 a month.
So what? You're the cheapest bastard in the universe.
Exactly.
What
That's
would
why
you pay
you should
$12
have
a
it.
month for? Which shocks me.
'Cause it's the Mandalorian.
What is Disney Plus?
and it's
Disney
awesome.
Plus must have something on there.
Mandalorian.
That's delicious.
Well-
that's served 3 to 17 times per day.
Simpsons.
Because all I know is T and I went to a wedding. Shout out Danny Phillips, Colleen Phillips. I kept coming up
free
to him. I was like,
food.
"You want to get a drink or can I?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Every time I walk up, you're chewing."
Yeah.
It's free food.
I think he chewed. I think he chewed for 7 straight hours. Darren.
He called me Chewy the whole night.
He would not stop
Chewy.
chewing. Every time I saw him, I come into the scene like a bunch of old friends from high school I hadn't seen in a while.
That's what I did.
I was like, "Are you been chewing like in every
Hey,
room?"
Danny Phillips.
You chewed in every
fantastic food, man. It was Colleen.
room. Well, no shit. At the
Fantastic
Phillips, no,
food.
you think it was
I couldn't stop
fantastic
eating
food?
it. Kevin apparently didn't like it. Sorry.
You put down 1,700 calories. All right, what were we talking about?
Eric
Holidays?
Anderson says people are buying Disney Plus passwords on the black market for lots of money. That's crazy.
It's $12.
I know,
my
I know.
God.
But there's another
my
package.
God.
I think Disney Plus, Hulu, and
How much would you pay for a vodka
ESPN
drink?
and Spotify.
$12.
How much would you pay for 10 vodka
Roku.
drinks?
$12 for each one of them.
And you get
Really?
it all through Roku.
If I wanted, would
stick,
a
right?
vodka drink that bad? Yes.
We get it all through
Yeah,
the
well,
Amazon
I've served
Fire
you
Stick,
1
too.
million of those, and you've never paid $12
I
for
paid you
shit.
$12
You're going to get the
period.
Summon Sports
Right.
app on that
That's my point.
before long.
And all of a sudden, I'm the bad
Thank
guy.
God it's Tuesday. People will be watching on their TV through
my
the First
God.
Summon Sports app.
One
these
night
guys-
drinking, I paid for T's cable for his entire life. I just figured this all out. I got to start up a different market.
I think Disney Plus is definitely going to be a thing for us this year. We'll get there.
I know.
We'll get there.
I was trying to be submissive.
I hope
about
you
it,
make
but-
it, man.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm
You're
not
in
trying
the
to make
same
irrash
boat, dude.
decisions. You know, I got a lot of 90s DVDs to get to work through because no one's added to their DVD collection in about 15 years or so ish. But whenever you put the hold, all right, here's what we're getting on. Last question.
Yeah.
The last DVD you bought, give or take, roughly. Can you even think about it? No, not everyone has to answer. Do you even know it?
I do.
What is it? The last DVD you bought?
So we did the trilogy of the little.
Don't
gargoyle-
do that motion
the-
because
the-
that's a different
the-
DVD.
The trilogy.
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Lord of the
okay.
Rings trilogy.
How'd
All
you
right,
get that?
I don't
From
know.
3 like J off motions.
I was
into
weirded
one
out
DVD,
just
and
enough
You
to
nailed
think
it.
He was thinking about fantasy
He was like,
adventure.
"Oh, it
I
was wow.
Yes,
What's the last
yes.
DVD I got?"
the
good
last
pull,
DVD you
yes.
bought?
I can't even think.
I mean, this is a question that'll be lost very soon. We're on the edge of being. I don't know if I can remember the last DVD I bought. Do you know?
I don't know if I've ever purchased a DVD. To be fair,
No,
That's probably
everyone else
fair.
always had the movies.
Yeah, I used to take pride in my DVD collection, and and it's all stupid comedies from the 80s and 90s, and I love it. And I got it in a box, in the closet. I can't wait to watch them all, with my kids. But at the same time, I'm like, should I keep these? Does anyone what?
A
It's
vintage store.
a
will take them
vintage
someday.
DVD store. I want
I
them.
was coaching in China,
Blu-ray.
and I bought a boatload of, they were called VCDs. So they were just bootleg DVDs.
You have to get an ointment for
Can't
that.
say VC. Yeah, you need a balm for that.
You got screwed, man.
I got some VCDs.
Yeah, you did.
Hey,
That's why there's a
every
bear in
movie-
between us.
Every movie
Don't
you
tell
can
the rest.
name.
Don't tell the rest.
Every movie you can name. I
On
got it.
one
So
disc?
does that count? Yeah,
Robo
almost on
foreskin.
one
Yeah, that
disc.
counts.
There were like 64 movies per
I
disc.
know, dude. They don't mess around in China. They need space.
There's like one good one and a bunch of fakies.
They'll give you here's a disc, and it's all like people in their basement
It
reenacting
was
movies
Jaws
like us.
2, and then the next one was like something totally different
Our
than what
version
you
of-
thought Jaws 3 was called.
But in the States, it was probably when my little girl, she was young, I bought every episode of Fat Albert cartoon.
Hey.
Black
Yes.
Hornet.
Yes.
Well, Brown Hornet.
Brown Hornet. Dude, that was
Yeah,
so
sorry,
racist.
I got you. Sorry.
You're disgusting.
I love it.
The Brown Hornet.
That was, to me, the Brown Hornet was the best part of the show. Whenever they went to the spaceship,
The marker made a great noise.
yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm locked in.
Every episode there was a life lesson in it. So I got that from my dog.
It's almost like listening to Michael Jackson. It's like, is it okay to appreciate, to watch this?
Stop. It is. It was.
I know.
Because, well, I know.
I know, right?
Moving on.
I'm just saying. It's
Merry Christmas.
He ruined the Brown Hornet.
You're-
That's all I'm
Merry-
saying.
You were saying you were
You ruined the
China,
Brown
weren't
You
you?
ruined
just a
the
minute
Black
ago?
Hornet.
I did.
Shit.
But the Green
How
Hornet
did
was
that just
terrible all
go
by
down?
itself. All by itself.
Green Hornet was, well, you can't say that.
It was bad.
You can't say that.
The Green Hornet
Yeah.
with Seth Rogen. No, that's the Green. Yeah, that was a Green Hornet. It was a. Yeah. His best work was
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. That's
Ding,
his
ding, ding.
number one, right? Seth Rogen, Pineapple Express.
Probably.
Darren's like, first of all, stop asking me these weird questions.
40-year-old virgin. He was great in. He was
Yeah,
great
but
in 40-year-old.
Can't
Virgin.
really say he was the main guy.
No, but his best work.
I'm sorry. I always enjoy that movie. It always gives me a chuckle. If it's on, I watch it.
Of course,
I enjoy it.
it belongs in the DVD
It's
collection.
it's like innocent and great.
Yeah.
And,
Never seen it.
All right. Well,
oh, there's one scene that you got to see.
Yeah, it's.
Well, there's a bunch
great.
of scenes you got to see,
Yeah.
but there's one that you're going to pee in your pants and wonder
It's
why.
good. It's a funny
little
movie.
bit.
I want to
Actually,
say
there's 5. Yeah.
to
Say something.
my guys here, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out on Tuesday night with me. I appreciate having you. I can't wait. I think we have some awesome things in store, plans we're looking to execute on in the coming year. So appreciate everyone hanging out with us, giving us your time. We're not gonna stop. So hopefully you'll keep coming back. And I think we have a lot of cool things in store, and I'm excited about that. So until our next show, which we'll announce when that is. Obviously, we won't be on next Tuesday night for Christmas Eve. We may very well not be on New Year's Eve or
Maybe
not.
a Monday.
But somewhere around that period of time, we'll figure out a time to get on the mics and hang out.
Maybe New Year's Day.
Maybe
I
New
don't
Year's
know,
Day.
Maybe.
I mean,
who knows?
we'll be around. And then we're gonna get going on some high school basketball, boys and girls. Check us out. Subscribe for free. First Amendment Sports on the YouTube channel. We're gonna put ourselves a schedule together. Work our way all the way to late February. The WCAC basketball tournament, which we'll be broadcasting on First Amendment Sports. And so appreciate you guys. I'll start on the far side. That's Tim Strachan,
Yeah.
Pride of DeMatha.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays to everybody. Whether we see you in 2019 or in 2020, I hope you guys enjoy it with your favorite and your loved ones.
Kevin, can I ask you a favor? Can you take those headphones off for 1 second and go grab me that cup? It's right next to the decanter. You can't miss it. It's from 1972. This man here is Darren McClinton, pride of Springbrook High School.
Happy holidays, everybody. Whatever it is that you're celebrating, I hope you
Redskins Cup.
enjoy it with friends and family and loved ones, just like Tim said, and can't
Thank
wait to
you
get
so
back
very
to what we have in store.
I wanted to, while I had you, because we're talking about hanging out with our families, I got this cup here on display and on donation from the McClinton family. I was looking at this. I was going through all of our things, and I was trying to find a place of honor to put this. Right now I have it with our glasses so that it doesn't get
Next to the decanters.
next to the decanters. 1972
Good spot.
Washington Redskins, the NFC champions. It has all their games from the league, their playoff wins. They lost that year in Super Bowl to the Miami Dolphins 14-7. But I was thinking, like, this has your family. Like, this has got your family involved in it all
Absolutely.
day.
That's a prime piece right there.
It is. So it's on loan from the McClinton family, and I really, really appreciate having this. Again, I
It's
saw
all
it.
yours.
I appreciate it. And I just so you know, I take care of it. And someone played in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
For sure.
Yeah. I never forget that. So thank you
It
for
was
this.
before I was born, but that set of glasses is
Yeah, this is awesome.
Entrenched in my family.
Yeah,
and,
so we see our families, we hang out with our families. I couldn't help. I was like, yeah, I got to bring that up because it made me stop for a couple minutes when I was moving it. Mr. Ricka?
Are you going to do that and then get back to me?
He's Kevin Ricka.
Listen, the coolest part about all of this is that you guys jump in here and chip in. We get to do this together. It's awesome. You guys are the best to do this with year round. Thanks, man. St. Megan and the kids and yourself provide an awesome atmosphere for us to do what we love to do. And it's talk Redskins, talk sports, talk basketball this time of year, and just hang out, man. It's the best. Thank you.
Yep.
Merry Christmas to all you guys that tune in, that have done it all year long, and appreciate it. And then my guy AGH, thanks for everything, man.
Yep.
Appreciate you on the sly. Appreciate you.
And I love the fact Eric Harrison just says we are his Reebok pumps.
That's a fact. EOA,
Appreciate
he knows
that,
it.
brother.
There's no doubt. Yep. Hey, man.
I feel like an LA Gear pump on a lot of days, but on Tuesdays, I feel like a Reebok pump for sure. Until next time, we are First Amendment Sports. This was Thank God It's Tuesday. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy everything that's going on.
You're
that
gonna
makes
leave something
you
out.
and your
Somebody's gonna get mad.
family
Leave comments.
enjoying yourselves. Peace out.
Have a great time with your families.
We're still live, though. We are still live. The music's
we
still
gotta
playing. Yeah, we got it.
Board boys, thank you very much. Good job tonight.
Hey,
a lot of fun.
You remember when
Greg,
D Brown
way to
when
be
D
a
Brown
superstar tonight.
did the dad